Tire Rack North America, presented by Catastrophic magazine with the cover sponsored by HP Tuners. Join us here at Worldwide Technology Raceway for our afternoon sessions after some calamitous adventures in the morning. It's not working because I'm part of a lot of that that's some big drops. That's no flag. Let's put them at a little bit of a disadvantage. Drop down. As 2 laps of racing to go. Hickey going to left goal. From 2 seniors by at about 1 second in the Masters class. They're coming to the white flag. This time, a little more left to go here for Jaden Beckman. Can he hang on to this win over Jake?
We just lost the mic. Shit.
We don't have audio for a moment. It's okay. Just, no, that's less than optimal, but okay. There we go.
We have audio. So if you notice, we started with 5 cars in that run group.
We did, because we now have the order.
And Linder on the front row here.
Fix Brian's audio for a second.
Station control all stations. Right to heads up, we'll be running.
Just flop all over the place.
Put on my hat.
Maybe. See if DJI has good warranty department.
We'll just swap it out for mine. Yeah, apparently our little audio thing didn't want to lock into the phone this time and decided to.
It fell.
It did a Peter Pan right off the phone onto the concrete. So we got Andy up there ready to go.
There's a lot of Andys in this group.
There are.
We're going by alphabetical order. Andrew Brownfield, right?
No, we got Andy Smedgard. Then we have Andrew Brownfield and Andrew Ducote.
as much speed. It's just a little bit next
DJ Alessandrini. None of the drama that we experienced this morning now taking place. We're just getting a little bit. The brakes were a little bit deeper, but got it through. But that BTR is closing up on it a little bit. Gaps are staying consistent, but they are also consistently keeping down just a little bit. Maybe about a half a second or a quarter of a second or so. Get the time to do that. But Nicolata acts in this situation, not at the point of it looks like it's a three-way gunfight. I mean, and think about demonstration to take the checkered flag. We had heavily modified. Oh no, I see a lot of smoke coming out on track. Hopefully that's not liquid. You might want to throw a debris flag. No doubt about it. On fire, we have a car on fire. Roll fire, get fire! So a very interesting ending to this. We had
Super K go up in a cloud of smoke after taking the checker, and then Brownie in the Toyota Supra going up in a cloud of smoke, and there was some fire. I don't know if that was a little bit of oil or something on the exhaust or what. Fire is on scene right now.
Coming to the line now, 6 laps of racing to go. Wesley Linder now going purple with a 39.825. Linder looking for a charge.
So we got a corner worker here checking to see if there is any liquid at the entrance to turn 1.
5 laps of racing to go. Linder's going to have to find a way to get around shortly past Linder over the north end, now breaking him. And north end zone.
It looked like DJ missed pit in.
Pressure on for Linder. He wants to get that outside away from Ben Moore. Quickest lap of the race, last time by at 39.782. He went purple last time by. But Linder still all over his rear bumper. 4 laps of racing to go. Next time they cross the start finish line, there only just 3 laps to go. Now, Villeneuve in the 3rd spot, gonna have to hold off a hard charger. Kieran Mays to the inside of Villeneuve. And Mays stays in line. And we're coming to 3 laps of racing to go. Linder still just not enough momentum to carry him through turn 1. However, last time by he ran his personal best of 39.819. Still holding on to that final podium spot. Those two battles are going to be one to keep an eye on. We're coming to 2 laps of racing to go right now.
So not sure exactly what's going on with the Supra, but I did see one of the Toyota team members with a little bit of lip reading say, I think it blew up. Not exactly sure on the Supra or on Super K. So said Solomon's down there on scene, and we'll get a little bit more information on the Toyota. There was a good bit of fire coming out underneath when he went in.
Andy had something happen here too.
Oh yeah, he completely blew up before he ever got there.
Wesley Linder is going to take the checkered flag. He wins over and Vito Villeneuve going to cross the line.
Well, he got out of the car and licked the split. He thought there was fire, so he got out.
39.764. It's going to make dividends for him. And hopefully the second race will be started by lap time.
So a very interesting turn of events here in the afternoon session.
Up next, your first race of the day.
Sure, we're going to have track personnel thoroughly check the entrance to turn 1 to verify that there is no liquid or fluids on the track.
Chase Dominique, Tinky Gonzalez, Porter Caitlin Daly, and Eli Sylvester was entered in that had a hard crash in qualifying. Taking it out here.
Still working. And luckily I've got one too. Yeah.
So the carts roll back around.
So we got track cleanup crew headed this way.
The green car was a differential seal.
Okay. So Rob just telling me that the Super K was a diff seal.
One of the axle seals.
One of the axle seals.
Tanner Gonzalez starting in second. Zane Alexander and Chase Dominique. Rounding off the field here for tag 60. That's the field. Making their way to the starting line. Slow and steady. No, we're not going to go racing this time.
So we got the track cleanup vehicle
Like that start.
out. We'll put down some kitty litter or oil dry or whatever they use here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. So I've got a feeling we're going to be down for quite a few minutes while they get that cleaned up and get Brownie's car off track and back to the paddock. And the Toyota guys are already gathered right there and ready to thrash on that car when need be. Here comes the rollback to retrieve Brownie's Supra.
We're getting ready here for the start. Styles and Gonzalez, we've seen this movie before. Green flag out in the way. Styles with the early advantage there over Gonzalez going into turn 1. Zane Alexander running in the third spot, followed by Chase Dominique and Porter Bowers. A little scrolling there for as Tanner Gonzalez is all over his rear bumper. Zayden Alexander in the third spot. I believe this is his first Tag 60 race, I believe. And he's running in a podium spot over Chase Dominique, Porter Bowers, Tinky Gonzalez, and Caitlin Daly, rounding out your field.
Guys, as soon as we get some more information for you, we'll definitely pass it along. They are getting ready to load up the Supra from Toyota PE Motorsports onto the rollback.
Turned away from the rest of the field. There's Aiden Alexander in third.
Brownie was actually laying down some really quick times. Was not letting Super K get too far ahead. But it appears to be a catastrophic failure. Let's see, there was a bit of fire coming from underneath the car as he was going into turn 1 into the infield section. But Andrew got out quick. He's fine.
Making another pass here on Chase Dominique.
And they're putting down the oil dry and brushing it away as they apply it.
Cross the start finish line. We just 11 laps of racing to go here. Clayton, once again going purple. 37.271 in that number 37 machine. Suspects Racing Kart dominated the big 3 class. Now looking to dominate the tag 60 class. Doubling down on Racing Carson Styles is here today. And he's looking to make the most of it. Take it home.
Well, guys, if you are any of you just joining us, this is the 2025 Tire Rack One Lap of America presented by Grassroots Motorsports Magazine, with our media coverage this week being brought to you by HP Tuners. We are in a red flag situation right now. The end of the first run group, we had Super K looked like they blew a diff seal on the axle and put a lot of smoke in the air. And then right after they exited turn 1, as Andrew Brownfield in the Toyota Supra from PE Motorsports came into turn 1, a lot of smoke and then a lot more smoke and a little bit of fire underneath the car. So Brownie got it over offline into a safe position. Got out of the car. He's good. They are retrieving the car right now. And once they retrieve the car and complete the track cleanup, we should be back to action. But looks like there's going to be some changes up at the pointy end. Luckily, if it's a quick fix for Super K, they'll be good because they actually took the checkered flag, as did Brownie. So if it's not a catastrophic failure on the Supra, they should be able to get the car corrected, repaired, and back into the action. Hopefully, I'm sure that they'll have people from all 3 cars from Toyota jump in, and other competitors that are here, they will be happy to jump in as well and do whatever they can to help out, because this event is all about you against the event, not you against everybody else. You want to finish the event, and you want everybody to be successful, and everybody helps out everybody else. So I'm sure there'll be lots of hands on that car if it is able to be fixed.
Sponsored by Subtex Racing, and the Subtex Racing machine of Clayton Styles out in front. Clayton crosses the start finish line this time by 5 laps of the TNT machine still running in second, with Zayden Alexander rounding out the podium.
Listening to the PA announcer, it sounds like we've got some really exciting youth karting going on right next to us, on top of the NHRA Sportsman Series drag racing that's going on over behind the front stretch grandstands on the drag strip here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. They have the Supra loaded up, and looks like they're going to be bringing it back towards the paddock area here directly.
Coming to the line. Coming to the line. 3 laps of racing go here for Blake Styles.
So Team Toyota is going to be waiting on that car to get back and see if there's anything they can do for it.
Blake Styles is going to get 2 laps of racing to go here.
Brownie's still in the car. I'm sure he's feeling dejected.
2 laps of racing to go.
Looks like the Duster's going to take a few more passes. You can see out there in the distance, track personnel with the brooms brushing kitty litter and what have you off of the curve right at the corner there.
Second and third. Up next will be 900 Junior / Open class.
Old slow guys, that Uncle Reg.
In a dominating fashion over Tanner Gonzalez and Zayden Alexander. Gonna be second and third. Up next is 9100 Junior / Open. 9100 Junior / Open.
So hopefully Solomon will be back with us in a minute, and we'll get a little bit more information. Art Freak, we are at Worldwide Technology Raceway, just across the Mississippi River from St. Louis, Missouri. This is our first visit to this track since 2017. Brocker and Solomon testing the surface there.
First and second for Open. Then forward 9100 Junior race specialist, the voter skincare Exist Fitness number 5. Gonna start on the pole with Kieran and Brian. Racing number 24. To start in third. I believe this is the first race.
So here comes Solomon. We'll get a report on the Toyota we know about Super K and the diff seal. So what can you tell us about the Supra?
Well, Supra's done. Supra's dead. Won the Supra. So I think what's going on is as cars are bottoming out here, they're really just destroying a lot of their components. So one of the trade-offs to speed, obviously, is you got to be low. And being low means that, especially with a bumpy track like this, you're rubbing on the bottom. And we've seen actually Super K sparking, right? So again, bottoming out, and the Super doing the same thing, which means that as he came around start finish, he started telling me he felt it, and then we obviously saw the smoke puffs here, and then fire coming through, and that was the oil catching fire as it all decided to leave the vehicle. So an extensive cleanup needing to take place right afterwards, and first and foremost, making sure the drivers were okay, first and foremost, and thankfully that is the case. But like our DJI unit, things just break it today.
Yeah.
Dreams are shattered, hopes are shattered. And, but again, everybody is safe, and that's just part of the one lap. I mean, you come and as much of a chance as you think you're going to have it. Look, my heart goes out to Toyota. My heart goes out to Super K. I hope that they can get this done and come back. But that Super is not going to be back in that form. Right? So they might go ahead and get a replacement motor in there, but, again, their hopes of winning this year. Yeah, we're going to go back to
Well, Brownie did say the other day, podium or bust.
Well, it was the latter on that one. So
unfortunately,
again, it's that unknown. It's all that variability that can happen with the one lap, and that's what we're seeing. So now, with somebody like Mayfield, guess what? The spot just opened up. 2 spots have now potentially opened up. So let's see what happens in the afternoon here at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
and it makes it almost seem that Team Goodyear's little snafu this morning may not come back to bite him as bad as we thought.
Not as much potentially, but it's they got through the morning session cleanly, or the afternoon session cleanly, I should say. So potentially. Well, yeah, I mean the drivers now in the second group are going to have to exercise a little bit of caution going through turn 1, because obviously it's going to be dusty now. We've got kitty litter. There's still, as much as we try and clean everything up, there's a little bit of residual out there. So
Yep.
maybe not full set, right?
The dust is more disconcerting than it is slippery. The first car goes through it, and you're going, wait, you're sticky. Again, once the dust goes away, it'll mostly manage itself. I mean, it's not like not like transmission fluid. Or not.
Or not. I love how you just undermine everything that you said. The fun will be starting again pretty soon.
Got the vacuum truck out there.
Vacuum truckers, they got some pretty cool technology out
Yes,
here.
at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Right, exactly, right? Right. So I mean, I mean, it's been a while since we've had that much carnage on day 1, I think, and I think even longer since we've had that many front runners running into issues on day 1. I think the last I can remember in terms of an upset was Pittsburgh in 2016 with Gatesby.
Day 1.
Day 1.
Lap 1.
Lap 1.
Turn 3.
So, I mean, that was the last time I think a major contender was taken out right at the start. I remember back when, I guess it was 2014, I think we were at Memphis, and Doug in the R8.
Yep, during the drag races.
Yep, went Lambo as well. So,
Yep.
Doug and Lee then. So, yeah, there's...
Just freak occurrences.
Yep, absolutely. But, I mean, that's part of the event. It's part of the allure, part of the draw, and part of either the triumph or sadness or heartbreak. It is the one lap of the marathon.
And you really have to feel for Brownie right now, because he puts, on top of all the work he does at Toyota, he puts his heart and soul into this team.
I mean, I went over there and gave the man a hug, because, I mean, he's crushed. And I understand it, because this is the fun. He came into this young.
Yes, there
And
you
like us, or like me, I should say, when my co-driver tells me I'm number 1 right now, I was very young when I started this, and it defines you, and that defined him particularly at Toyota. And it's heartbreaking, it's crushing, especially because year after year he's done that incremental, getting better, getting faster, getting more prepared. And he really felt like this year was in his grasp. And similar to sort of Andy Hollis a few years ago, who was not young but who had been doing this for a very long time. He had it, and then was Nelson.
It was at Black Hawk Farms.
It just slips away from him because he just had to go out and attack, right? And here they wanted the attack, and hit back. So things that happen. So vehicles are getting back on the station as soon as it's one quarter worker here, and then I think we should be able to get going again. Man, I'm tired. And it is day one already, man. Today, day two.
Yeah. Well, at least we get one more night of really quality sleep.
Yep.
As long as you don't have a trip hop dance party atop your room.
I track. All right. Well, I just heard over the radio we have to all clear the house. We're about ready here.
Here's Randy effing Post.
Let's go and check out the taking off. The two remaining Cardinals.
I think that was Dave's co-driver. No, Dave Marcus in the cunning stunts. Tim White taking off in the Penguin Garage Corvette.
Had to go around and recertify the track a few times now. Of course, this is the Bronson version. We have ours over there, the silver with the big HP on the back there. But this is the blackout trim, and it's some laps around here today. So we've had to go out quite a few times. And the speedy drive pretty good. I'll tell you what. Vehicle sponsor. Session of the day.
Reg, that was the 40th anniversary jacket that they did last year. Reg Noble checking in.
Hi, Reg.
From Parts Unknown.
Thank you for the badges again this year for the Broadgates Memorial.
Definitely. Here comes Mayfield.
Chat, so like what we see here as Chris Mayfield's going to come. Some of that speedy drive with it. But we talk about stuff happening as they're actually racing on the car here. All these happened after they took the checker.
Yes.
So it just goes to show you.
So Uncle Reg is in the chat, and he said he was talking about having a day one failure. He said it's not that hard to get home from St. Louis. Try it from Hastings.
Reg, I think you can write a book about getting home from various places.
And then he also says he is starting to look for cars for the West Coast run.
Awesome, Reg. We can't wait to have that. And yeah, again, the drivers meeting. If you missed it, we announced our West Coast event. It's going to take place in October of this year. Let's try to see another thing. And we're going to have some fun out there. Not going to be an idea about that. Yeah, so our California event's not going to be quite just as fun. Just as fun as this, the same track format that you're seeing here. Tracks that the one back has not been to for a very, very, very long time. So stay tuned for more announcements about that. Very wide after the checker. As the competitors now start making their way going back after the checker, we're going to load up and skip down on out to Edge Hollow to Adrian Reserve.
If our viewers remember last year, Hedge Hollow is a newer track, wonderful facility.
I'll be here.
Copy. 1-1. White. After the feature.
Just in time. And he was starting third for Rick Sr.
I think Brocker was going to go have a chat with drivers to
Well, I think
warn
he's
them.
gonna let them know that, you know, look, it's a bumpy track and bottoming out does have consequences, and, you know, here they are.
The Vance Electric Communications Bureau number 88, starting in the spot.
So Reg says he has some ideas for the inaugural run. So do we.
So do we. I mean, tracks are pretty much locked in right now, but anything outside of that, yeah, let's chat, brother.
So notice after the morning run how far down in the line the E-Ray was.
Yep. E-Ray made a lot of noise. Looked good, but, you know, sometimes that's not always the most effective or fastest way. You know?
True.
Allowed red tires on their warm-up.
6 seniors and 6 masters today for the Vegas classes. Start on 1-5. Senior class. Nice.
It's a good rally.
Looks like the Michelin Corvette went through the Speedy Drive very well with its all seasons.
It's true.
And here he comes to take to.
Start a lap.
Yep. Oh.
We're supposed to go. Yellow coming through. Wait until the next car gets thrown back without
So it looks like we're going to have a restart. Maybe. Not sure what they're going to. I heard something over the radio about back to green. Restart the session.
So you may notice the black flag. Hopkins is called to restart the session because as the Corvette did the braking zone, when the Corvette was flying, the Porsche came to a stop. To let the Corvette back in as opposed to just continuing letting the Corvette take the time off. So we're going to restart it and do this again. So at one point we will run like a finely tuned machine. Right now we are running like a cog missing half of its sprockets.
Interesting things going on. It's like some of the planets have aligned in the wrong way with magnitudes unknown at this point. Well, Solomon's mic's on. He doesn't have it with him right now. We'll check. See, yeah, Solomon's mic is working because I'm holding it. It's not on. Well, they're saying they're not hearing you. But you're getting signal.
Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Looks like it's picking up.
Yeah.
Are you sure that it's not picking me or you? Test 1? Does this one sound?
Yeah. And yeah, mine's showing.
Yeah, I'm not saying
We're
anything.
going to have 3 cars exit pit and come back around to the
Maybe they
store.
don't realize that I walked away sometimes.
Yeah.
No, you can drop those now. There should be no flag. All corners, no flag. more cars that had entered and are now exiting pit lane and coming around.
Well, we might have to change up microphone brain because the one we plugged into Solomon's phone a little while ago took a header and hit the pavement here and cracked the screen on the module. But luckily we have a backup. I have one exactly like it, so hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. So Tim, can you hear me? Okay, so we're back underway. We got the Corvette away, the Michelin Corvette. We'll walk back over here. Or hobble back over here. I'm getting crippled in my old age. Here comes the E-Ray again. The second Smoko Motorsports Corvette. Starting his final of 3 laps. I agree, Reg, but that thing is just obnoxiously super loud. it's painful to stand beside it when it launches. So we should be seeing, there he is, the Michelin Corvette getting ready to take the checkered flag, finishing up their afternoon here. Motorsports Porsche finishing up their afternoon session, followed closely by the E-Ray.
Channeling my inner Brocker. Channeling my inner Brocker as the team decided to stop and try and turn their cameras on as they had to get out. No, shut up. We've already restarted this too many times.
Yes.
We've got 3 hours to get this in.
And we're an hour in.
We're an hour in, and we're only at the 4th group. I'm gonna go check in with Adam. I'll be right back.
Well, you better hurry up, or you'll have to share a porta potty.
It's his office.
Reggie, Gateway is now called Worldwide Technology Speedway. think we're going to have some race cars that are going to have to be very quiet at NCM, or they may get removed from track. We've got some loud ones this year. Not as loud as some years past, but pretty stout. I'm not sure which track he's referencing in Colorado, Reg. Unless it was maybe an oval track, or because all the road courses I think are still in operation. And of course, we know High Plains is still in operation because we go there every once in a while, and I don't think anybody lives within 10 miles of that track. Scotty Coors finishing up in the Red Rocket. Hart Honda Acura and Forsyth Supra finishing up their afternoon session. I think all we're waiting on is the Camaro to come back around, and that will conclude this run group. And here he comes. Got the Parks Farm Porsche leaving off. Kevin Welsh leaving off in his Porsche. On the Ledge Racing Camaro. Watch out, it's Bree Nader
Bree Nader.
joining the live stream.
Yep. Something like that.
Live to millions of people on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
So we got Rob in the Parks Farm Porsche dipping into the infield.
Hi, honey.
Looks like Kevin is taking a bite out of the gap that he had to Randy. John, I don't know if Jake got his stuff yet or not. I'm sure we'll find out. We got children over here playing with stuff they have no business playing with. I'm sorry about that insane Zoom. We might see something you don't see often in amateur racing. Randy Pope's getting past. This will be his last chance, because I believe next time around they will be collecting the checkered flag to conclude their afternoon session. There's JD starting his third lap. And yes, I do see Mark Hopkins with the checkered flag in his hand. And Rob Bowen completes his afternoon session here. And Kevin gets around Randy at the line. Porsche just had a little bit more than the Roush, apparently most likely in the infield section. And there's JD to complete his afternoon run. We got our media team sponsor going off in this next group, Adam Spence from HP Tuners. They're looking forward to improving even further on this morning's run and moving their way up into the quicker run groups. We talked to Adam this morning. He's done quite a few laps here in a myriad of cars. I think he said he's run Miatas here. He's run the Radical here and several other cars. So he does have quite a few laps here and familiar with the track. like we've got both of the Dad Bod Car Mod Lotuses going out in this group. As Adam gets around to start finish to get ready for his afternoon session here. John, I don't doubt it. I'm sure Adam's got toys that most kids would be very jealous of. And MJ taking off for his 3 laps. I think we got Bowie's co-driver in the car this afternoon. Yep, that appears to be his co-driver turning laps today, or this afternoon. Bowie, of course, ran the morning session. As the Lotus enters the infield, here comes Adam completing his first lap. Mark John rolling into the infield. Porsche taking all sorts of bites out of that gap to the BMW. Here comes the Lotus completing his first lap, and we ought to be seeing Adam. There he is, right on schedule. Adam completing lap number 2. See what sort of gap he's opened up. Here comes Mark John off of turn 4 back onto the front stretch. Looks like the Porsche has passed the BMW at the conclusion of their second lap. And we may see a pass, the Lotus getting around being passed by the Toyota of Adam. Nope, not quite, but pretty doggone close. Here comes Mark John finishing up his afternoon session. He'll be able to go back to the paddock and load up and head towards the Kansas City area for our runs at Hedge Hollow tomorrow. we should be live at 10 a.m. Eastern, between 9:30 and 10 Eastern. So you guys can join us there. And be sure to check the YouTube channel, because our videographer Ryan Shaw has been working on some stuff. I'm sure he's going to be doing some editing for the action from yesterday. Get that up this evening. But I think we're getting ready to ourselves pack up and head out. So this is Brian. Solomon's over there hanging out with other people. But this has been the afternoon session of the 2025 Tire Rack One Lap Repair, presented by Grassroots Motorsports Magazine from Worldwide Technology Raceway, here just outside. And all of our media coverage this week has been graciously taken care of by HP Tuners. So you can check them out at hptuners.com. Their slogan is, "We make the tools, you make the power." So for everybody here from Worldwide Technology Raceway, we will see you tomorrow from Hedge Hollow.